All right. We're going to go ahead and get started. It's a little after 7. We lost a little bit of track of time. We were chopping it up about some NFL preseason. I just want to talk some Bears, Steelers. We'll start off. We got to do our randomizer. It looks like we've got 10 spots sold today. So we'll throw that in the randomizer, and Mudsock will take the rest. We'll do some trades if there's anybody actually out there that wants to do a trade for a team that we own. Let us know. We'll definitely consider that. So let's see who we get. I guess this one. All right, so we have, I went too far back, random.org. We did the dice roller, so we'll randomize the names of the breakers, 10 times. If I can get back here. So I just copied the list off the spreadsheet. Stick it in there. We got Mark, Jerry, Corey. Yeah, Kelly T on there twice, Dallas, Carson, and Rob. And then just the Mudsock filling in the rest there. So we will randomize this one 10 times and go from there. And down here, if you're watching at home, you keep track of how many times. Make sure I get to 10 there. Just not that I have to scroll down. Rob, as a web designer, find this is flawed. I can fix this in 2 seconds. That's 8, 9,
Pretty sure this
and 10.
random site has been this way since they went live. They haven't made any updates to it.
It's just a simple.
It's always
this is what we are. Now, my intention is just to put this in here and line them up with the teams. Do we need to randomize the teams as well, or just the?
I think it's probably. I think we should do that.
You want to randomize the teams?
Yeah, that's pretty standard protocol, I think.
Standard protocol. Oh, I didn't like that. Well, how do I go back? Nope, didn't like that either. Okay, well then I will randomize the teams as well. You can see on the spreadsheet, you got 49ers all the way down to the Vikings. We'll throw them in there, and then we will randomize them.
I'm surprised you didn't put the Packers last.
It's alphabetical, I'm pretty
let's
sure.
Let's see.
Lucky the Packers are even on there. We talk about in previous streams, I usually just burn all the Packer cards.
That's right.
Because I might not be the one to get them, then I'll send them away just as easily. 6 times, 7, and 10 times. I'll take this, but now I'm going to lose my fancy color coordinated. Oh well. There we go. All right, so we got, looks like Mark got the 49ers, Kelly with the Broncos, Corey S with the Dolphins, Rob with the Saints.
Yeah, Chris Olave, maybe?
Chris Olave, that's good. Dallas with the Panthers. Mark H again with the Commanders. And Mark H again with the Titans. It's Malik Willis, so that could be a good one. Jerry K with the Browns. Kelly T with the Steelers. Carson with the Raiders. And that's it. If you're out there watching the stream, if you don't like the team that you have been assigned and you see one that you like that has Mudsock next to it, feel free to hit me up in the chat here and let me know. And we will certainly entertain that. We will not entertain any trades for the Bears. The Bears are off the table, but all the other ones, including the Colts, so our local guys.
Yeah. So top rookies. Obviously, Steelers, Pickett, Malik Willis, like you said.
Kenny Walker, Seattle.
Brees Hall, the Jets.
Brees Hall. A slew of receivers.
Yeah. Olave.
Pickens, Olave, Treylon Burks, Jalen Tolbert, the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
So there's some good ones out there. So can you randomize it for free? Just like if you don't like your team, Carson, you got the Raiders. If there's another team out there that you'd rather have and it has Mudsock next to it, then let me know and we can trade it. We can trade it for you.
You got Cowboys, Cardinals, Chargers, Patriots, Bengals, Vikings.
Definitely some good though. Good
Ravens, Jags, Texans, Browns, Eagles, Jets, Seahawks, Bucks, Chiefs, Rams, Colts, Giants, not Bears, Lions, Falcons, Packers, and Bills. There's some good ones in there.
So Carson, let me know. Just gonna wait on you before we move forward. Is there another team on it that you'd rather have than the Raiders? Bengals. That's a good call. I'll get that trade out there for you. So Mudsock will take the Raiders, and Carson is going to take the Bengals. All right. Let's open some cards. You ready, Rob?
Let's roll. Let's pull something good.
Yeah, no doubt. I
Like
think
you
we're
said,
due for...
we need to use this one touch.
Ooh. Try to keep those on screen. Yeah. I feel like we're overdue for like
we need a
good big card.
We need a big hit.
We've had some decent ones, but I think we're due for a big one. And there are lots of cards. There are lots of packs in this, so this 3-card break is going to be about 400 cards.
Oh, wow.
So everybody should get something.
Yeah.
I know last break we had some guys that got skunked, and I don't really like that. So this one we went with quantity. on this break.
So, what are we generally looking for? Obviously autographs, but are there some like numbered inserts or anything? Where
Yeah, there's definitely some numbered cards. Hopefully some. I don't know if there's memorabilia. We're definitely looking for the autos, as always. There's all kinds of stuff. They do have lots of different inserts. Some cool looking cards. This is a product that last year I didn't like at all. I thought it was terrible. I'm gonna fix my focus a little bit. Stand by. I should have done this already. I don't think it saved it from. I think it's autofocus. Yeah. Should be like 30. Trying to find a nice range for you. Is that the right one?
it still looks kind of fuzzy.
Maybe 30 wasn't the right. This is fun. This is fun for you guys, I know. Can zoom in a little bit. That's good. And maybe. Oh, no. I'm going crazy over here. The whole stream's all going crazy. What's going on here? You could probably maybe think with the focus.
Yeah,
You want to adjust the focus on the... Sorry guys. I assumed it would have saved my settings from when I was using it before, and it doesn't seem to be focusing in.
It's just not.
Not picking it up, huh?
Can't get it good. What's that?
Which is strange, because I usually have a nice focus on there. Maybe zoom in, you can maybe zoom down a little bit more and see if that'll pick it up. It's picking up the cards just fine. Just,
Where do you want to go?
this way? Yeah, go around. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Let you work on it. Well, I'll definitely read them off to you. Hopefully not too blurry you can't see them. We got Mac Jones, Dak, some Deontay Johnson. There's our first Legends, Dan Fouts.
Love me some Dan Fouts. Oh,
Oh,
there we go. There we go. There we go.
There's a Steelers rookie,
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett. Nice thing. Oh, and a Velus Jones Jr. We're already starting hot. That's my guy. Put that one aside. That goes into the PC. And here's our first numbered card, Chris Olave.
Oh, nice.
Numbered to 100. 32 out of 100. So there's a nice hit.
Yeah.
And then Jamar Chase for the ages. That one was the one with Carson for the Bengals.
Yeah.
I cannot believe this is not focusing.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know what it is.
Is it changing at all? Like when you mess with it? Or do you
It
have to
seems a
apply?
little bit, but not.
There you go.
Too blurry. Oh wait, maybe that might have something here. Maybe.
Oh, the other thing is the mini cards. The tobacco cards
Oh yeah.
are part of this set as well.
That's cool. I like those.
What's the baseball? Is that Gypsy Queen?
Yeah.
Topps
Gypsy
kind of has a
Queen,
similar product.
Allen and Ginter.
And the mini cards. We have one of the minis in here. So there's Carson Wentz, Tannehill. There's Cooper Kupp, Drew Pearson, Wan'Dale Robinson for the Giants, David Bell for the Browns. And there is our first tiny little Tobacco card, Traylon Burks.
Oh, that looks like a rainbow foil, maybe, or something.
It's definitely like a silver. Under the lights.
Is it numbered?
And it is. It's numbered to 125. Man.
We need some tobacco size.
Yeah, right.
I know they make them.
Put him aside. And then we got Tom Brady. Time Machines. We've got to get this
Does that look better?
focus. Not really. You should be able to see it clear as day. These look like they're focused.
Yeah.
Maybe flip the autofocus back on and I'll see if I can trick it.
Oh, do I have to apply?
I typically take great pride in my video production quality. I'm not sure what's going on here tonight.
Maybe it's just us. Maybe it's we're getting older. Eyes are.
Well, that could be. If it's clear for everybody else,
Yeah.
let us know. We'll stop messing with it. I don't have my glasses on, so
Yes.
maybe it is just me. Devin Singletary, Devontae Adams, Tom Brady, Eckler, Legends,
Oh, definitely.
Urlacher, my guy. There's Jeremy Ruckers for the Jets. Kenneth Walker for the Seahawks. Nice rookie running back.
Yeah.
You have to take my word for it. That is who it is. And George Kittle, Timeless Talents. Maybe if I take these off. Maybe it's catching those too
Oh,
much.
maybe the reflection off of the.
Although my arms seem to be really in focus just there. Because I was super close to the camera. There's a Herbert. Oh, I feel like maybe I hit his sweet spot just there. Ooh.
Yeah, that's tough.
Nothing.
Maybe it's the cards.
The cards look pretty nice, actually, in person. So you're going to be really pleased when you get these home and they're not all blurry.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, Justin Jefferson, Nick Chubb, Peyton. Come the rookies. Pierre Strong Jr. for the Patriots. And Hassan Haskins for the Titans. And then your orange,
Oh, there's.
Daxton Hill for the Bengals. That one's numbered to 149. 125 out of 149.
I think I was reading too. He's probably going to play a lot.
Yeah, I think he's going to start. He's a safety, is that right?
Mm-hmm. Kind of a mix. He, corner and safety. Kind of be their
Yeah.
nickel guy.
Yeah, that's a good hit. I think he's going to be good. Look how in focus my hands are. I don't know why the cards are not in focus. I'm going to stop trying to obsess about it, but not happy. Not happy with it. Hollywood. Yeah, Thielen, Myles Garrett. There's a Najee for the Steelers. We got Clinton Portis, Legends.
Forgot.
Another Daxton Hill, rookie for the Bengals. Garrett Wilson for the Jets. There's another one of the big-time receivers that came out that we forgot about. It's Garrett Wilson. That's a nice one. And then under the lights, Malik Willis.
Oh,
Malik Willis, not numbered.
that one's going to Mark.
There you go, Mark. That's a nice hit. It's a good-looking card. What I was going back to saying is that last year I did not care for this product. I thought it was probably my least favorite. I didn't invest a lot into it. So I wasn't really excited about it coming out. But then I watched a couple breaks and saw what was being pulled. I thought these actually look a lot better than they did last year. So I'm happy that we
Let's give it a
got
try.
some. Yeah, Davis Mills, Leonard Fournette, Matthew Stafford. Got Legends Jerry Rice for the Niners. Tyquan Thornton for the Patriots. Carson Strong for the Eagles. There's your orange numbered Daxton Hill.
Ah,
This is the Daxton Hill box.
wait, so is that two? Are those different?
Yeah, one was
Oh, that's a chrome, and that one is numbered. This is a chrome.
but it's numbered on the back. That
Oh,
was
is
numbered
it?
to 149. This one's 199.
Yeah.
Interesting. So yeah, one's a refractor.
Yeah, there you go.
The 149 is number 149 is the refractor, and then so there you go, Carson. You're having
Yeah,
that's
several
a good
hits
start.
so far.
we got Terry Bradshaw,
Oh, nice.
decade of dominance
Nice.
for the Steelers.
That was going to Kelly.
Kelly's also got the Broncos. I thought Kelly had a couple spots. Around, trash is overflowing. Ooh. Ooh. We got a good one in here. There's Elijah Moore. You want to talk about that one? Nick Bosa, Randall Cunningham. I don't know. Derek Stingley is a top 10 pick for the Texans.
Somebody, no, that's Munsack.
Damian Pierce. Man, look at this.
Ooh, little Josh Allen.
Oh, this is. Okay. Shaw Alexander for the decades. So, Rob, this is a dare to tear card.
Oh, yeah.
So, we've got Josh Allen numbered to 65.
Yep.
We can tear this open, and there's a mini card inside.
Ah,
That could be
something
better.
else.
Is it better than a Josh Allen to 65?
the Bills. Anybody got the Bills?
No, yeah, I think we have the Bills.
Munsack, yeah.
So that's something to think about.
To
I'm gonna
contemplate that.
come back to that one. So what I've seen so far in breaks, and I haven't watched a ton, but the cards inside typically end up being a lower numbered card. Like I think they were improvements on that. But that's a cool. I forgot about those. Those are kind of a cool idea.
I would hate it. I would hate it if you pulled it and it was, you got a Josh Allen, you got a numbered Josh Allen, and then you get some random defensive player.
It's the gamble. All right, Miles Sanders, Brandon Cooks, Mike Evans. In chat, let us know. Let us know if we should dare to tear, or if we should keep it.
Yeah.
It's Josh Allen numbered to 65, and we can tear into it and get another. There's another card, and I watched the guys that were doing it. They carefully cut open the back so you can kind of maintain that
front.
card.
Oh, that's cool.
Khalil Shakir, rookie.
I like him.
He's having a nice preseason. At least the one game that they played so far. Drake Jackson, Niners, and a Dan Marino.
Oh, that's cool looking.
I guess we can keep it on there. Time Machines. Why is this not? How close do I need to get? Ooh. There it is.
Oh, there we go.
I shouldn't have to get that close for it to focus, right?
Yeah, it's being a problem.
So maybe turn the autofocus back off. If I can just find the range that it focuses in, then I'll just try to keep them at that range. But it certainly shouldn't be. It's close. Ooh.
Carson says tear it.
Carson the gambler. He's a gambling man. And Zach Wilson, Hawkinson, Kittle, Ken Houston.
Hall of Famer.
We love all these old guys.
Yeah.
George Pickens,
Ah, there we go.
rookie.
That's a nice one.
There's a guy. Andrew Booth. There's an A.J. Brown number to 299 for the Titans.
I believe that's Mark again.
Mark, there you go. And then we have another Titans card, Derrick Henry and Eddie George, Generations. Not numbered. Autos are still alive. We're still looking for 2 autos in this box. Oh, we got another mini card. I can feel it in here. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. There's a Kyle Pitts. A Dalvin Cook. Shan Sharp. There's a Drake London, another
Forgot about him.
top receiver for the Falcons. Good rookie there. And then Trey McBride, probably the best tight end this year
Yeah,
for the Cardinals.
right.
And there's your mini, a George Kittle refractor. And that one's going to be numbered to 50.
I'm gonna get the 49ers.
Niners, George Kittle to 50. And then a Chris Carter time machine.
Mark also getting that one.
There you go, Mark. Congrats. These packs don't.
They got a little different wrapper, isn't it?
You know, it's just tearing up in little pieces. Cordero, Patterson. There's Devontae Smith, Aaron Jones, Rondé. Commanders rookie, outstanding rookie quarterback Sam Howell.
He might be starting as bad as Carson Wentz
He may be.
has been at times.
Number one pick in the draft there, Trayvon Walker for the Jags. And there's our first autograph.
Oh,
Nice Jordan Davis for the Eagles. There we go.
Eagles. We got the Eagles.
There you go. That's nice. Not numbered.
Let's go into Mudsock.
Nice.
That's cool.
He's a good-looking player. Got a little mark there on this. Couple marks on the side. Can't grade that one. And Jim Kelly, Timeless Talents. Carson, you got the boys over there with you? And are they playing Madden yet? We got Tua, Robert Quinn.
Is he even still with him?
Put that on the stick. Nah, he's still with them.
Is he?
Yeah. He is
Kind of old, you know.
He had 18 sacks last year.
I forget.
Kenny Galladay, DeAndre
I
Smith.
once traded him for Tom Brady in a fantasy league.
Well, that's a good deal
It
for
was
you.
a good deal.
Jim Kelly. Come with the rookies. John Mechie. Prayers up. Prayers up for Mechie.
Yeah. Does it say cancer? Is that what he's?
Yeah.
Or leukemia?
Oh, that's cancer.
Well, yeah. But
And Ahmad Gardner, Sauce Gardner. And then David Bell, refractor, or silver.
Chrome. I don't know what they're calling those.
It's either silver or hollow. In the football world, we call them silver. In the baseball world, they're called something else.
Hollows.
Hollows, yeah.
Chrome. Hollow chromes.
There's a
Silver
Debo,
hollow chromes.
silver hollow chrome. All the above. Travis Kelsey, Matt Ryan, Steve Atwater
It is.
for the
Brings back
Broncos.
Nostalgia there.
Ooh, Jameson Williams.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about him.
Another. This was a good receiver draft, that's for sure. Now he needs to get healthy, but I think he'll be a good one. Isaiah Likely for the Ravens. There's a Marshall Falk time machine, orange. So I'm gonna say that one's numbered, and it's not. And it's also really got a huge crease on the back.
Oh,
Doesn't show up on the front, but it is
is that Rams?
completely bent on the back. Yeah, Rams. It is numbered. It's numbered to 125, but it is not in good shape. And a average to above average
Oh, boy.
safety
Here we go.
who somehow
Here we go.
convinced other people that he was a Hall of Famer.
Convinced him with his play on the field. Boy.
He's the Hall of Very Good, Rob.
Yeah.
Hall of Very Good.
He's a Hall of Famer in my heart. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Kirk Cousins, Mixon, Jalen Hurts, Chase Young, There's the man, Bo Jackson.
Ah, that's cool.
Legends. And then here's your rookies. Desmond Ritter, who was pretty decent as well. And Kyle Hamilton. Nice safety for the Ravens. And Steve Young for the ages. No numbered card on that pack. We got Gyps.
Yeah. All right, 2 packs left, right? We got an auto.
Still
We got
one.
another auto coming.
Still one auto. Still alive. Still alive.
See a Kenny Pickett auto. That'd be nice.
That would be nice. Another silverback here. Waller. Ah, Mooney. Still get excited. Barkley. There's Javonte Williams. Luke Kuechly. Legends. James Cook for the Bills. Running back. And then Brian Robinson Jr. for the Commanders. He looks pretty good as well. And then there's a Chris Olave.
Ah, nice.
Silver under the lights.
Yep.
Nice hit. Nice hit for Rob C. Whoever that guy is.
All right, it's got to be an auto in here.
There's a
Maybe there's
thickie in here. So good.
A materials auto, maybe. Huh?
Oh yeah, that's a patch auto there. So let's pull from the back. Charles Woodson, Time Machine. Trey Lance. Tyreek Hill. James Conner. Brett Favre. Legends. And your rookie Jerome Ford and Kyron Williams. And then you got Penn State. Is that who's that? Oh,
Auburn?
Oh,
Is that Auburn?
Jahan Dotson. Penn State Nittany Lions.
Oh, yeah.
Rookie patch auto.
Auto. That's nice.
That's your RPA. That's a nice card there. Numbered to 249.
I was hoping Pittsburgh would draft him.
Jahan Dotson.
I mean, I'm happy with Kenny Pickett, but I don't think that's going to fit in these.
Well, he is with. Who did he get drafted by?
I forget.
I almost want to think it's how's that not on here? The Commanders, I believe. We'll double check that. The NFL team is not on here anymore.
I'll look it up here.
Carson, ask Owen who Jahan Dotson
Yeah,
is drafted
no,
by.
right.
I'm pretty sure it's the Commanders because I think we were looking for him the other day. That's a nice card there, though. Oh, are we gonna tear this open? Are we daring to tear? I mean, we have to, right?
Yeah, I think we have to.
I think we're obligated to dare to tear.
Yes, Washington Commanders.
But there's no guarantee it's going to be a bill.
Right, it could be anything.
So this could go. Everybody's back in play with the dare to tear.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'm not sure how they knew where the card was, so they didn't.
Yeah, right.
So if I tap it down to the bottom. Like a surgeon.
Is it
perhaps.
perforated already?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I see.
Like a surgeon. Did you guys watch? I hope you guys appreciate how good with that I was. So then we gotta get it out of there somehow. This is gonna be a Viking, Dalvin Cook,
Numbered.
numbered to 25.
Okay.
It looks like there's that perforation on there. Ooh.
Oh, look at that.
Ho, 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 that's a crowd pleaser, folks. That is a crowd pleaser.
Some shinies there.
Yeah, that's kind of a disco refractor. Look how shiny that card is.
Vikings. Who's got anybody?
That one is numbered.
Some on sack one.
Numbered to 25. Now, see, I think maybe I don't know if that's the perforated or if I did that when I opened it. So that was a good test one. I'm glad it wasn't going anywhere. Because I'm not sure how you open it without it. And I don't think I cut through that, so I just barely went to the top. But that card's mostly intact still.
Yep. The front. That's what you're looking for.
We'll see if there's a market for that.
Probably not.
It is torn, but it is the 65. So I think that you should always dare to tear, because I've always seen it's always been something like that where it's a little bit better card on the inside. Empty box. Box number 2. No.
Carson could get that off our hands, he says.
Yeah. Well, you have some Otani cards that need to be traded away, maybe. So
That's right.
we could probably work a deal there. We got Diggs, Judon, CeeDee Lamb, T.J. Watt, Chris Carter Legends, Jeremy Ruckert, Jets rookie, Kenneth Walker again. Here's a Garrett Wilson orange. It's going to be numbered to 149, so that's the orange refractor. And that does have some lines in it on the top.
That's Mudsock Jets.
Man.
He's Jets, right? Yeah.
Yep. He is, and it's just a little bit of a not perfect card from Panini. I wish Panini would do better. All the cards that come out of packs should be pristine. That's what I think. You go Pittman, A.J. Brown, Carr, DJ Moore, Phil Simms, Daxton Hill, Garrett Wilson, and a Heinz Ward Time Machines.
Oh, Hall of Famer.
I would almost.
Would you take him in the Hall of
I would
Fame?
be happy with him in Palomaro.
He's a complete
Yeah.
wide receiver.
For his blocking alone,
Yeah.
from the wide receiver position,
I'll take that.
he's a Hall of Famer. Some Saints, Taysom Hill, Micah Parsons, Joey Bosa, John Elway, Tyquan Thornton again, Carson Strong, got John Mechie to 100, and a Keyshawn Johnson for the Buccaneers.
Mechie. Put that Mechie in a sleeve.
Leave that up. Corey, you are the Dolphins. Which
Let's see. We got any? Well, we can look through them. Sure if we've got anything. So we got. I know there was a Marino. One of the last was a Marino. I don't think it was a number or anything.
it was a Marino like Time Machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Right.
Nothing yet.
Got
Of
the
significance.
Josh Jacobs mini. Corey, welcome in. We're struggling to find the focus today, so I apologize for the video quality here. We can't seem to find the sweet spot on to make these cards crystal clear. Although everything else looks like it's a focus,
Yeah.
but for some reason it's not catching the cards. We got Josh Allen, Damian Harris, Zeke, John Randall, Legends, Stingley and Pierce are your rookies. And a Brian Dawkins, a true Hall of Fame safety there for the Eagles.
Yeah, Waddle'll be cool, huh? We did pull. I don't know if you were here earlier. We did pull an RPA in the last box, and that was a Jahan Dotson. RPA for the Redskins.
And here is a thickie.
Mm.
Got another thick card in this one, so maybe that'll be your Jalen Waddle. So we'll pull from the bag for the ages. Justin Tucker for the Ravens. Claypool. Jonathan Taylor. Derrick Henry. Here's your Tony Romo Legends. Pierce Strong for the Patriots. Son Haskins for the Titans. And your RPA is going to be James Cook for the Bills.
Ooh, that's cool looking.
Futures.
Is that numbered?
It's not a bad looking card there. That one's numbered to 249. Who has anyone? We have the Bills, right?
Bills, yeah.
Nobody got the Bills. We did like a Tua. We got a Tua base as well.
Oh, yeah.
But not what we're looking for. Aaron Donald, McCaffrey, Kamara, Chris Godwin. Now, is Carson Palmer a legend? Are we calling Carson Palmer a legend?
I guess. Never.
Is this for real?
Let's see.
Is this real life? Carson Palmer,
Yeah. Not really.
Shakir Jackson, and Lamar Jackson for the Ravens is your under the lights insert. Those are nice looking cards.
He's not as legendary as Polamalu. Say that.
I mean, certainly, I would even agree with that. Carson Palmer's, I'm sure he's a legendary.
He has a legendary interview on the Dan Patrick show, if you were listening to Dan Patrick, because he has him on quite a bit.
Oh, is that right?
He even gave Dan Patrick his Heisman Trophy to display in the man cave.
Wow. Another Deuce McAllister,
Oh, yeah.
legend.
Yeah, what's that?
George Pickens.
I guess
rookie.
every team needed a legend.
And your Booth and short print. Ooh, Patrick Mahomes to 50.
That one's...
That's your timeless talent blue.
Somebody's got that one right? Nope.
It's a little off center.
That's
Left to
outside.
right. Come on. Come on, Panini, do better. But not a bad card. And the Eli Manning Time Machines for the Giants. Alright, Dak, Deontay, Carson, Tannehill, Dan Fouts, seen that one before, London and McBride, Joe Burrow, Boomer Esiason Generations. So good break so far for the Bengals. A lot of cards. A lot of Bengal cards in this product. There's best receiver in the league, Darnell Mooney. Saquon.
Put him behind George Pickens at this point.
Listen, Pickens hasn't played a game yet. Mooney's a 1,000-yard receiver. He's about to be a 1,500-yard receiver this year. Javante, Trey Lance, Samurai Mike. Now there's a true legend.
Yeah, that's I would agree with that.
A player worthy of the card,
Yes.
like Singletary.
Yep.
Ajabo for the Ravens. Matt Corral or Coral?
I always say Corral, but I'm not sure.
Seems like Corral. Panthers, and now because Jeremy Chin is a local product here, went to our local high school. I do follow some Panther stuff online, and I feel like Matt Corral's been pretty impressive so far in camp. He can at least throw into nets and into buckets really well. That's what they like to show. And there's a Joe Burrow under the lights. Another hit for the Bengals.
Wow.
It's a nice card.
I think trading with the Bengals is a good call, Carson.
Yep, that was good.
I mean, you did pass up on a Bo Jackson Raiders, but
I think
you've done all right.
I think you've done all right. Yeah, done all right. Tyreek, James Conner. There's a Dolphin. Got a Dolphin alert.
Yeah, finally.
Sagan Howard. Dolphin. Oh, there's a Joe Montana.
Those uniforms. Just love them.
Classic Montana. Danny Gray. There's the Colts. Alec Pierce. Oh, there's another numbered
Who is
card.
it?
Sam Howell. Autograph for the Commanders.
You got that.
That's orange.
Mark.
That's going to be...
It's going to Mark.
Guys, this is numbered to 49.
Oh.
48 of 49. So you got your orange, hollow, rookie, auto, going to Mark. Nice pull. And it's a quarterback.
Yep.
So that is what we're looking for. That one actually looks pretty well centered. And I'm not seeing any major defects there. So that one's a nice one. Nice card. Nice job, Mark. And Peyton Manning for the Broncos. That is a good pull. Still not the monster that we've been looking for. We're hunting monsters tonight.
We hit our 2 autos in this box.
So autos are out.
Yeah, we got the James Cook patch auto
Yep.
and the Sam Howell.
Got Jamar, Trevor, the Jags, Gibson, Ty Law. A little loosey-goosey with the Legends term again.
Yeah.
Romeo Doubs.
Now, I've been hearing good things about
I'm hearing
him.
things.
Nobody has him, right, in our league? I don't think anybody has him. There might
I
be
bet someone drafted
might some
him.
high
at
bidding
this.
for him in an auction.
Back-to-back Packers rookie receivers. Christian Watson and Romeo, back-to-back.
He's going to be a legend.
And then we got blue James Cook for the Bills, numbered to 25. Nice.
That's cool. Bills.
Nice low
that's
number.
what's up.
That's us. And the Generations Stafford to Warner. I'm not interested to see what happens with James Cook, because he's going to a running back situation where he can maybe get some playing time.
Everything I read says they're going to use him as a receiver.
Is he really?
More of a receiver.
Oh.
Oh.
Speaking of Bills running backs, tiny little Devin Singletary jumped out of the back here. And your mini tobacco card, that's numbered to 50. Those are crazy little cards. Jacobs, David Montgomery, Daniel Jones,
Rising?
Bad Moon Rising, Brees Hall for the
When you
Jets.
consider the Falcons, I suppose he is a legend.
It could be a legend for them. Jahan Dotson for the Commanders, and Time Machines, Marshall Falk. Those were good. That was a good era. Marshall Falk, Rams era. That was a fun team to watch. Judy, Lockett, there's Mahomes, Hopkins, Curtis Martin. There is a Trent McDuffie for the Chiefs. Oh, Jaquan Brisker. It's my guy for the Bears. And Curtis Martin. It's good. I almost bought a Brisker off eBay.
I kind of like this. Of course, if I were to buy any of this, I'd want to do a set.
Yeah.
I just,
And it's an affordable product, so you could probably get away with it.
I'm already working on 20 sets at one time right now.
I don't know that it's a retail product, though.
Oh.
I mean, it might be. I haven't seen it anywhere.
Yeah. Because that would make it
Might be
easier.
Yeah.
Build a set.
There's a Jalen Waddle. Dolphins alert. Dolphins alert.
I was reorganizing my cards the other day. I got all these baseball cards. I have a box that just sets in progress, and that turned into 2 boxes of sets in progresses. So I just made the decision to dump a bunch of them back into my trade list, and I can't conceivably hit all these. So I think I can kind of pick. It's kind of a disease.
Yeah, that's set building's hard.
It is.
That's why I have no interest.
Got to be
in
able
it.
to trade.
Yeah.
It's just,
Now look at this. Says Darius Leonard. We all know that that's not his name. His name now is Shaquille Leonard.
Oh yeah.
So these are already out of date.
By the way, if you guys trade,
Corn.
if anybody's out there that's interested in trading, the trading card database is a great site for finding trade partners and whatnot. And I know there are a bunch of Facebook groups out there, but I've had great experiences on trading card database. In fact, I just made my 240th trade, but I finally hit. I've made a trade to someone in all 50 states now. I just traded with someone in Alaska this week and completed
cool.
Completed the 50 states.
That's kind of a fun thing.
I was down to Vermont and Alaska as my last two, and I hit those
You
both
did
in the
it.
last 2
You
weeks.
got him. Alaska. Trading with someone in Alaska. That's
Yeah.
cool. Carl Loftus for the Chiefs. And Garrett Wilson silver.
What was Wilson?
Not numbered.
No, it's not. I'll still put it
Still
there.
nice.
It's a good one. The foil ones I feel like they need to be protected.
Yeah. Anything with color. It's good. Deshaun. Justin Fields. Oh, that makes me happy. Jerome. Here's a Pickett again. Oh my goodness, I'm getting sloppy. There's a Velus Jones again. And then a Pierre Strong Jr. for the Patriots. That one's numbered to 299.
Is he a defensive back?
Looks like he's maybe a running back.
Oh, running back. Yeah, that's
Just by the way he's posed there in his
Yeah.
picture.
I don't
And then
remember.
Frank Gore.
Is it like Toledo, maybe?
Decade of Dominance. Stack is getting tall. Last pack of this box. We've already hit both autos, so unless Panini surprises us with something special here. We'll work through this real quick. Sutton,
Maybe we'll get another
Metcalf.
Dax Hill.
another Daxton Hill, that'd be good. Robinson, Murray, Anquan Bolden Legends, and then Wan'Dale Robinson and David Bell, rookies, and then Odell Beckham for the ages. Now that is a classic catch.
Yeah.
So that's actually kind of a cool card.
Yeah, that's cool.
That one definitely was for the ages. That's memorable,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay. One more box, 2 more autos we're hunting for. You want to put anything out in the universe? A Pickens?
Oh,
Pickens RPA?
yeah, that would be sweet. I'd like to see one.
A Velus?
Even though if it did come up, it would be going to Kelly.
Yeah, it would be for Kelly, but it would still be fun to hit.
You might have to look for the thicker one in there.
Yeah, I could feel it before.
Make that
Maybe. It's almost maybe this top one. That's possible. Or this one.
make those our last openers.
Go put those to the bottom.
Yeah.
Shuffle them up a little bit. So we get some more variety. Now watch, we'll have an auto. The regular audio.
Hit somebody big though. We want a big one here. I'm trying to think, like, who would be the biggest out of this class? I don't really know yet, right?
Yeah. It's got to be one of the receivers. Just it seems like the receivers have the best chance
Yeah.
of really taking off. Fields, Jordan. There's a Manning for the Colts. Evan Neal for the Giants. Davis Price for the Niners. There's a Chris Carter Time Machine.
Take that
And
one.
a Sean Alexander.
It's numbered.
Oh, it is numbered. Good catch. Numbered to 100.
Oh.
A short print. And a Sean Alexander for the ages. Sutton, Metcalf, Robinson, Murray, Warren Moon, Legend. I'll give you that one. Spiller for the Chargers, Jordan Davis for the Eagles. Dolphin Alert, Dan Marino Time Machines.
I think that's the second one of those we've seen.
Come on. Look how difficult these packs are. And it's not like they don't know how to make packs. Like, this is all they do.
Yeah, right.
Diggs, Judah, Lamb. That sounds familiar. This pack sounds familiar. Watt, Ken Houston, Olave, rookie. Sky Moore for the Chiefs. I think that's the first one of those we've seen. And a Treylon Burks silver for the Titans.
They're really these Sky Moore and what's his name, Pacheco. Those guys are getting a lot of talk in the Twitterverse.
Pacheco?
Yeah, the running back from the Chiefs.
Oh, really?
Like I just read this morning that they think Ronald Jones might not make the team because they love this Pacheco kid so much.
Certainly there's room for both. You're going to carry at least 3 running backs, won't you? Go Pittman, Brown, Derek Carr. Got Legends Shannon Sharp, Aiden Hutchinson.
That's the first one of him we've seen.
First one we've seen. And we do have our auto in here, it looks like, too. Ooh.
A good one.
Might be a good one. There's a Jabo. Let's pull from the back, get our generations. Henry and Eddie George. I did sneak a peek of the name, Rob.
Ah.
I caught the first name, and it was exciting. We'll see if that pans out.
Pitt Panther, huh?
Pitt Panther.
Oh,
We got
we
ourselves
real
a
sick.
Kenny
Oh, look at
Pickett
that. That's awesome.
autograph under the lights.
Going out to Kelly.
Kelly T. Congratulations. Nice hit. Kenny Pickett auto.
I noticed Pittsburgh was not taken before we randomized the team name. So Kelly, you were fortunate that I had you reshuffle the team names, so you picked them up because of that.
Oh, that's to Rob. Now, looking at the surface, got a little dimple on the side here and a little scratch on right up above the lights, but I think still a pretty nice looking card. Can't go wrong with those rookie autos, that's for sure. And a Jabo. So that's one of our autos, and that's a good one if we're gonna get one.
Yep.
That's the one to get. Now let's see if he can win a job. Win a job. Eventually he's gonna play. At some point this year he'll play.
Yeah, I think he will.
I think he can outplay Mitch eventually. Moorhill Parsons, Rondé Barber, Matt Corral Rook, Danny Gray for the Niners, who had a great week 1 in the preseason. This guy is super fast. Yeah. Impressive.
Yeah,
Ooh,
number
$2.99 to Fouts. Legends red to $2.99 for the Chargers.
Maybe I should collect Dan Fouts. Because he was my favorite when I was a kid. I had a Chargers helmet, you know.
Was it signed by Dan Fouts?
No, it wasn't that fortunate. Were they even signing helmets back then? You went to the stadium, I suppose, but not like they're available today.
Dolphins alert.
Ah, there we go.
Xavier
Xavier. Yeah.
Jamar Chase, Trevor Lawrence, Jim Kelly, Alec Pierce for the Colts, Romeo for the Packers, and Jim Kelly, Timeless Talent, and a Derrick Henry. Tobacco, Mini, numbered to 125. These little guys,
It's
man.
got kind of an orange. Is that an
Yeah.
orange? Yeah. You like those, or
I don't know. I don't like things that are different.
do you like the die? You like the die cuts though? Right?
Yeah, that's true. I don't mind those. I think that they don't fit in
That's bothers
stuff perfectly, so it's a little bothersome, but
me. Your OCD is
it's kind of a cool idea.
can't
But
handle it.
yeah, true. Now I don't know if the Dare to Tears are case hits, so I'm not sure. We may find another one of those.
Well, it seemed like we might have had two.
But these
thicker
probably
cards.
came out of. That's true. These probably came out of the same case, I imagine. So.
Yeah, I think.
Alright, we got Hopkins. There's a Jalen Waddle. The Dolphins are racking up the base cards now. Russell Wilson, Shaquille Leonard, Bo Jackson, another Brisker. Don't sleep on Brisker, guys. Jahan Dotson for the Commanders, and a Drake London silver for the Falcons.
Falcons.
Nice one there. That's well centered.
Anybody?
It's a good looking.
I can't see the. Oh, there. Must not.
Travis Kelce. Matt Ryan. Now this says Matt Ryan Colts, even though it's him in a Falcons uniform. So we'll probably send those to the Colts. It says Colts on there.
Which it's that's a Falcon, isn't it? Yeah.
So Palmer. Rookies of Williams for the Lions, likely for the Ravens, and then a red Miles Sanders to $2.99, and a Diggs Timeless Talents for the Bills.
Rebound.
Tyreek, Connor, Xavier Howard, Jamar Chase.
It's like 4 of those.
Yeah. Drew Pearson, Jerome Ford, Kyron Williams for the Rams, and a Jamar Chase for the ages already. The guy's played 1 year in the league, and he's getting for the ages cards.
Like, does it talk about why, or is it just
It was a great year.
with 89 receiving yards in the Super Bowl?
Oh.
Chase finished his first 40 into the NFL playoffs with 348 yards in 4 games. So maybe they're talking about the overall playoff, but still, like,
His playoff run.
come on, it's not for the ages.
Playoff run
Are you
for
talking
the
about
ages.
it? I mean, nobody's talking about. I mean, he had a good year, but like,
I mean,
it's not something you would remember.
He won me a fantasy championship, so
Yeah.
it's
Maybe
for-
you
for
are
me,
talking about it.
It's for the ages. Gibson, Jacobs, Urlacher, Jermaine Johnson for the Jets, Treylon Burks. Here's a numbered yellow.
Oh, that's right.
Randall Cunningham to 150. Legends.
Eagles.
Tom Brady. Time Machines.
One sec.
Oh, the mini's jumping out again. Nick Chubb, Miles Sanders, Brandon Cooks, Eli. Going back to Pierre Strong Jr., Haskins for the Titans.
Ah, there's a classic.
Frank Tarkenton for the Vikings, and the mini is Under the Lights, Carson Strong, which I'm not even sure where he ended up. Do you know?
I forget.
I don't know why some of these
Eagles? You go to the Eagles?
Some of them don't say where. Like all the rookies have the team name on them, but not those inserts. For some reason.
Look at it.
Few packs left here. This is box number 3. We've hit one auto so far.
He's with the Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah,
Carson Strong with Eagles.
Get the Kenny Pickett auto. We still got one more
Kenny
coming.
Pickett.
Hopefully an RPA.
That was a good one. Have the bend on that card.
Yep. It was chrome.
Keenan Allen, Mark Andrews, Mac Jones, Dak. Your legends is Keyshawn. Pierce for the Texans, rookie. Strong again for the Patriots, and then a Jermaine Johnson silver. Ooh.
Jets.
To the Jets. I think he was their 3rd first-round pick
Yeah.
this year. Yeah, Carson again. Carson Wentz Commanders, but in a Colts uniform. So gotta keep an eye on those. Titans, Rams, Cooper Kupp, Singletary, a nice Barry Sanders for the Lions. Legends.
Yeah, a legend.
Truly
Yeah.
a legend once again. Davis for the Niners, Neal for the Giants, and your silver is your Trent McDuffie for the Chiefs. 3 packs remain. Let's get some good vibes going. Parsons. Oh, there's the little guy jumping out at me. Joey Bosa, Josh Allen, Amon Dream Legends. Gosh. They're just destroying the definition of a word. Jerome Ford, Williams, and a Kenny Pickett.
Ah, nice.
Nice little rookie.
Another one to Kelly.
Not numbered. But it's under the lights, which was the same. Was that the same insert that the auto was on?
I think it is, yeah.
That's funny. And a Wes Welker for the ages. Now, I feel like both of these are thick.
So maybe a rip on an RPA? That would be awesome.
I feel like they're both thicker than the rest of them. So, it would be awesome if there was 2 big ones in there. But it could be wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Nope. No thick
Maybe.
card in that one. But another little mini jumping out at me. Montgomery, Daniel Jones, Jerry Jeudy, Tyler Lockett, Mahomes, Hopkins, Clinton Portis Legends, Kobe Bryant. Guys, Kobe Bryant rookie. That's big money.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant sells. And rookie at that. He's actually looking pretty good for the
You're
Seahawks.
seeing that like everybody named Shaq, now the Kobe's are starting to come. You know,
Yeah.
everyone Shaq was
Especially
popular.
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Spelled different, but. And then look at this. Kayvon Thibodeau. That's the first one we've seen of him.
Oh, yeah.
Out of all those packs,
Only one.
only one of them. Isaiah Kelly is your tobacco mini card.
It's the first rookie mini we've seen. I'm pretty sure.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
And then George Kittle, Timeless Talents.
Yep. All right.
Let's hope for
Let's make it good.
a good one here. Last pack mojo. Drum roll, please. Come on, chat. Get the drum roll. All right. Your Dalvin Cook, Timeless Talent. Mike Evans. There's a Joe Burrow. Zach Wilson. There's a Legends, Ricky Williams, Dolphins alert.
Legends.
Legend and lots of things.
Yeah.
Shakir.
None of them
See a
really
lot of them.
football. Well, college football.
Drake Jackson. And then let's put him on the top. Ooh. Oh gosh. I almost saw it.
All right.
Who do we think it is?
Red, huh?
It's a Futures. It's got a nice color to it. But it's a patch. Is this?
Carson Strong?
Oh, for the Packers, Romeo.
Oh, Romeo Dobbs, huh?
Rookie patch, auto. Number to 4. 4 of 100. So
Ooh.
low,
That's cool.
low number. It's nice. Do have, man, I tell you, they have a hard time with these.
Hmm.
I like to point out right away so that they know I did not cause damage to the cards. Couple dimples there and then a line here.
Yeah.
So, not perfect surface, but otherwise, nice looking card and a good auto. Because I think they like that guy in Green Bay.
Yeah. He seems to be the guy to have over Watson.
Oh, that's gotta hurt for you.
Yeah, it does.
Although Watson just has not been, he hasn't
hasn't
been
been
playing,
healthy.
right?
Yeah.
So, once he gets healthy, he'll be good.
There's our little
There's my optimism for you.
little recaps. All the tobaccos on top there.
All the little guys.
Yep.
All those little guys are on top. A little break recap for the hits. We got Isaiah, Traylon Burks Under the Lights. That one's going to be numbered to 125. It's got some orange tint there. Josh Jacobs. Devin Singletary. That's going to be colored. That's going to be numbered as well. Singletary for the Bills, numbered to 50. Derrick Henry, numbered to 125. There's your Carson Strong rookie. Silver, not numbered. And Kenny Pickett, silver, not numbered. We've got Trent McDuffie, silver. Jermaine Johnson. Got a Randall Cunningham to 150. Miles Sanders to 299. Drake London to Dan Fouts, the Chargers, 299. Traylon Burks and Chris Carter. This Chris Carter was numbered, right? Yep. Yep. 46 of 100. Pierre Strong, 27 of 299. There's your Garrett Wilson silver rookie. James Cook, 4 of 25. I think that was our lowest numbered card, right? Out of 25.
25, yeah.
So nice hit there for the Bills. Joe Burrow under the lights. A nice Mahomes. Mahomes to 50. That's a nice one too.
Yep.
Blue and Mahomes to 50. Lamar Jackson. John Mechie to 100. Garrett Wilson orange to 149. Malik Willis under the lights. Silver. Daxton Hill to 199. Daxton Hill again. Orange silver to 149. Got your AJ Brown to 299. Missed one of your old guys. George Kittle to 50, I believe. David Bell silver. Marshall Time Machine, that's orange to 125. Chris Olave silver under the lights. And our Dare to Tear was 65, Josh Allen. And we did Dare to Tear it and got this other mini. It's beautiful. Disco refractor, numbered 25 as well. Forgot about that one.
Yeah. That was an upgrade, I think.
Yeah. Oh, it's still Josh Allen versus Dalvin Cook. So
Yeah.
got our autos: Sam Howell, Kenny Pickett.
It's beauty.
Yeah, that's a nice hit there. Jordan Davis. And your RPAs of Jahan Dotson.
Hmm.
James Cook. Those are clear. I'm gonna look on that. And Romeo Dobbs for the Packers. So three RPAs.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
That's a pretty good break, I think. It was
Quality autos, the Pickett. Like that one. Yeah.
It's good.
It's good. It's good. I'm happy with that. Like I said, I think that product really rebounded
For
from
the-
last year.
For the price, too, I feel like
Yeah.
we got some good hits for the price, I think.
For sure. We did pretty well. I think it was a good amount of cards, too.
Yeah.
Those 3 boxes,
At
and
least.
a lot of packs, a lot of cards. So,
For bang for the buck.
for
Not
sure.
bad.
For sure. Very good.
All right.
Anything else?
I think that's it, as usual. Thank you guys. Thanks everybody that jumped in, helping us out. We appreciate you.
For sure, for sure.
And you guys that have broken with us multiple times, we definitely appreciate you guys. Thanks for helping us. We're still trying to build up a following, and we appreciate you guys that keep coming back.
No doubt, that's for sure. Much appreciated. We'll get these packaged up this evening and sent out hopefully in the mail tomorrow. So thank you guys, and we will talk to you soon.
autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
Al, if you could raise right now an enormous sum of money and donate it, where would you put that money right now?
Well, on a serious vein, there are two areas, but the first is disease and sickness. I would try and prevent death and try and promote the future of all people to live longer and enjoy the fruits of what Earth can give to all of us. Death has always been something that I have been fascinated with, try to prevent.
You're going to be a football player when you grow up?
Today is the best day of your life. Believe it.
He might be the finest quarterback produced in the last 10 years.
Philadelphia Eagles select Donovan McNabb.
And he said, I'm the best decision this organization has ever made.
He's a day like that. That's all I need.
Fortunately for me, I didn't lose my life, didn't lose my job.
Football convinced me that life is a team game.
That's right, it's a game for men.
Rest of your life. Nobody can ever tell you that you couldn't do it.
Was this the final game on the sideline for a great coach?
I want to thank you very much for making my day in the sun so memorable.
Al Davis, born 1929, died 2011. Eulogies written for the pro football pioneer asked a simple question. With all his accomplishments, how will Al Davis be remembered? Would it be as a young coaching genius? As the commissioner who forced the NFL and AFL to merge? As the winner of 3 Lombardi trophies? As a leader in racial equality? Or was his greatest accomplishment providing the NFL with a much-needed villain?
If there's anything we've ever done that I'm particularly proud of, I would have to say that the perpetuation of the greatness of the Raiders, to take a professional football team and give it a distinct characteristic that's different from all others.
The greatness of the Raiders. Some may scoff, but what other pro sports team is instantly identified with a song like this one?
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash with a silver hat about his head and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold, and the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
What other team had more slogans than an ad agency?
Commitment to excellence. There's a commitment to excellence. The greatest players. We could get the greatest coaches. The great games we've played in. The flame that would burn brightest here is the will to win. Is the will to win. Is the will to win.
Your commitment to excellence and your will to win will endure forever. You were magnificent.
That was just his thing. He didn't have a marketing group come up with that for him. Those were his phrases that he came up with that he believed in.
Just win. Play hard. Try not to make mistakes. But don't worry about mistakes because there's only one thing that counts. Just win.
And what other team had an owner who saw his own wardrobe as a marketing opportunity?
His whole world was pretty black and white when it came to fashion. It was silver and black or white and black, and that's it. You know, he was colorblind. At least that's what we were told, and that's what we always understood it to be.
They were really an advertisement for the Raiders, and he really felt like when people saw him, they needed to see the colors. I think he was so far ahead of his time that he branded a team, and he built a framework for the league to understand what branding was all about.
To know the Raiders is to know Al Davis. They were built and branded in his image. And since his childhood in Brooklyn, that's all he ever wanted.
Because as a young guy, I had a dream that someday I would build the finest organization in professional sports. And I had a lot of thoughts on how I would do it. I had the inspiration of two great organizations when I was growing up. The Yankees, to me, personified the size of the players, power, the home run, and intimidation and fear. The Dodgers, under Branch Rickey, were totally different in my mind. They represented speed, they represented development of players, a way of playing the game, the Dodger way of playing the game. And I always thought that someone intelligent could take all the qualities, the great qualities of both, and put them together and use them.
That desire led Davis into coaching, where he spent 3 years at the Citadel as an offensive line coach. An opening on the staff of the USC Trojans led him to Southern California. And the launch of the upstart American Football League led him to the Chargers. And coaching legend Sid Gilman.
Well, I'd known Al for quite some time. As a matter of fact, when I used to speak at coaching schools, Al, a little redhead, would sit, he was a redhead in those days, would sit in the front row. At the end of the lecture, Al Davis would be the first one up to talk to me. And Al was looking for a job. I thought this would be a splendid guy for the staff.
Well, I think he's a coach that Sid had a lot of respect for. He listened to Al when Al had something to say as far as game plan, that type of thing. You knew he was going somewhere. He's a bright guy, obviously, and he had his own plan.
3 successful seasons as the Chargers receivers coach would soon lead Al Davis, at age 32, to become the youngest man ever named head coach and general manager of a professional football team. Still to come, when did Al Davis first wage war against the NFL?
Generals win the war, but the politicos, the politicians, make the peace.
In 1963, Al Davis became head coach of the woeful Oakland Raiders, and guided the team to what was, at that time, the greatest single-season improvement ever.
The coaching staff the year before I came was 1-13, and we went 10-4. So that was the greatest turnaround. I was coach of the year, professional football. I was coach of the year. That was big with me.
Davis took complete control over all phases of the franchise, including changing Oakland's uniforms to resemble the great Army teams he had idolized during the 1940s.
The precision of the Black Knights of the Hudson, their quickness, the explosion with Blanchard and Davis has always left an indelible impression on me.
Davis also altered the team's culture with ideals that would become permanent Raider beliefs.
I had the advantage to be with Sid Gilman at San Diego, but I had certain philosophies of my own that had to become part of whatever I was to do. And that was, number one, what I call the vertical game. We were going to stretch the field vertically. When we came out of the huddle, we weren't looking for first downs. We didn't want to move the chains. We wanted touchdowns. We wanted the big play, the quick strike. It's number one to say you want to do that. It's number two to say that you have the players to do it, but it's number three to do it. To do it on first down of any football game for that defense that you're playing against. For those cornerbacks who play out there on the corners to know that the Raiders are coming at you. They're coming at you on top, and they've got the speed to do it, and they will do it. It's like having the bomb and being willing to drop it. The adage that goes around in professional football, and I hear everyone say it, take what they give you. That all sounds good to everybody, but I always went the other way. We're going to take what we want.
Davis's combative nature and interest in military tactics also led to a full defensive makeover.
Well, the defensive theory evolved early on in the 60s to, number one, pressure. Put pressure on the pocket. We do believe that this is a game, psychologically, of intimidation and of fear. I don't mean cowardly fear, but fear. And I think this, that somewhere within the first 5 to 10 plays of the game, the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. That alone sets a tempo for a game. And diversification of defense and the utilization of your corners in a bump and run principle. We used to call it the press. We got the idea from John Wooden when he had his great zone press with his great basketball teams, where they picked you up as soon as you took the ball out and they pressured you. And we got the idea, we called it press, and I think it was Don Shula who started using the word bump and run, and so we changed to bump and run.
A job change came for Davis in 1966, when his league turned to him to lead them in escalating off-field fights between the AFL and NFL.
We felt that the league had probably gotten to a point where we needed a different level of participation by our commissioner, our leader. And so a decision was made in 1966, and Al Davis became the commissioner of the American Football League.
And so in 1966, the great rivalries continued. The great new stars who came into the American Football League in
Davis was somebody who had perhaps read The Art of War one too many times, but he was somebody who had a very military mindset. And his idea was, this is a guerrilla war.
When AFL star Pete Gogolak suddenly jumped to the NFL, it gave Davis the opening to launch a counterattack.
The NFL fired a shot with a revolver, and Al Davis responded with a machine gun. And that's exactly what he did. He went out, he said, all bets are off, and they went out and they began signing NFL players to future contracts with the American Football League.
All the AFL needed to do was sign a few stars, and they were going to, as Davis put it, bring the NFL to its knees.
We had about 4 or 5 quarterbacks all lined up. 3 or 4 of their other great players had signed, and it was a preliminary strike to let them know what's going to happen if they continue this.
Al's exit strategy was not a merger. Al's exit strategy was take them on, become their equals, then become better than them.
And then he felt he was undercut because Hunt and Tex Schramm from the Cowboys cut a merger deal behind his back. The last guy they told about the merger was Davis. And when he found out, he was really pissed off. He said there's no reason we had to settle for any of the things we did. We had them whipped.
I've always said that the generals win the war, but the politicos, the politicians, make the peace.
His interest in being commissioner ceased once there was not a war to fight. He wanted to go back to football, and so I think he was quite happy to do that and go back to competing with the Raiders and trying to win the Super Bowl.
After Davis returned to the front office, Oakland dominated, posting the most wins during the final 3 years of the AFL's existence.
1967 was my first year. And that was George Blanda's first year. Willie Brown, it was his first year. Gene Upshaw was our #1 draft choice. And we were a real good team. We won the AFL that year, and we went to the Super Bowl. That was Super Bowl II.
I thought that was the beginning of a real dynasty for us. That team was going to get better and better, and we drafted well, and I thought there were going to be a lot of Super Bowls.
Coming up, the Raiders win their first world championship.
And to the people and the community in Oakland, we're proud to represent you, and we intend to hold it.
And find out why once you're a Raider, you're always a Raider.
Look around this organization and you see a lot of it. The number of guys who are still with this organization, who was here in the 60s, such as myself and Willie Brown.
Al Davis had already served as an assistant coach, head coach, commissioner of the AFL, and general manager. In 1972, he became the managing general partner in Oakland. For the rest of his life, Al Davis embodied the Raiders while thriving in his role as the boss.
The organizational chart flowed Al and then everybody below him. You knew he was there. You could smell him. I mean, he wore a distinctive cologne, so you knew he was in the building. And, he was not going to be shy about what he wanted. I think sometimes there was frustration in that his expectations of what he wanted, they were unrealistic at times.
Right from the start, you knew that it wasn't just the coaches who were looking at things, it was Al himself.
During the time I played here, Al was on the practice field every Wednesday and every Thursday, and his presence was felt.
We could be sitting on our helmet or maybe not paying attention on the sidelines, but as soon as Al Davis walked onto the football field, everybody would come to attention. Well, get off your helmet and get on one knee or stand and start paying attention. Al had that ability, and I call that fear and respect. He carried that, I think, to every player that's ever played for him.
Davis rewarded respect with loyalty. Of all the slogans he coined, the most genuine might be, once a Raider, always a Raider.
Look around this organization and you see a lot of it. The number of guys who are still with this organization, who was here in the 60s, such as myself and Willie Brown.
I think right now we have probably 15, 20 guys who played for him in their career somewhere along the way, still in the organization.
There was a reason for Davis's devotion. It stemmed from the biggest regret of his life.
1961, I got a call about 5 in the morning, and it was my brother telling me that my father had died. And to this day, that is the one thing that stands out in my life that I come back and focus on, because, quite frankly, I had never really gotten a chance to thank him for all the things he did for me and all the opportunities he gave me. So I made a vivid memory of that, but I also made a promise that I would not hold back to the people who I really do love, and let them know while they're living about my respect and approach to them.
When someone passed, he would tell me, well, I need you to go to the service, and I need you to take this check to the family. I mean, this happened many, 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 many times.
that he would do things like that.
My pop's 93 now. When Dad was 80, he was going to have a bypass. And how Al found out, I have no idea. And he goes, you get him on a plane, it's all set up for him at the Mayo Clinic, and they're going to take care of that. I go, Coach, I can't. He's 80. He doesn't even get in my car to go to the doctor. I have to drag him. I can't do that. He says, I'm going to have that doctor fly into your place. I'm like, Coach. And then after the surgery, he would call me every single day to see how my dad was doing. I'll also say this. If, for some reason, he thought that you crossed the line, and you could have been there for 35 years, but if you crossed the line on him, it was over.
Davis was known for his feuds, including one with Hall of Famer Marcus Allen. But 9 other Hall of Famers requested he introduce them for induction in Canton, making Al Davis, by far, the most frequent presenter at the Hall of Fame.
You know, talking about loyalty and what a guy Al Davis was, I said that he's the guy that, you know, if you had anything happen, you had one phone call, who would you make that phone call to? I said it would be Al Davis. I got voted into the Hall of Fame. I had a phone call to make for a presenter, and I called Al Davis.
No one realized the loyalty of Al Davis more than John Madden. In 1969, Davis surprised the football world by naming the 32-year-old Madden head coach of the Raiders, sparking a lifelong friendship.
He's someone who helped me build this organization into the greatness that it was. We were like kids. We had our dreams. He had a big ego. I had a big ego, but we were smart enough to know that we wanted the same thing.
There was no one between Al and I. And so anything that I wanted, I didn't have to go to any general manager or anyone. There was just the two of us. And Al Davis never once turned down anything that I ever wanted.
Madden reached 100 wins faster than any coach in NFL history, while leading Oakland to 8 playoff berths in 10 seasons. Under Madden, the Raiders also played in some of the most famous and controversial games of all time. While the Raiders of the 1970s played in several games with names, their most important game was simply called Super Bowl XI.
And he looks and throws. Intercepted by the Oakland Raiders. Willie Brown at the 30, 40, 50.
Strange group of players, Kurt. I think the Oakland Raiders, more than anybody else, have what you'd call a really conglomeration of misfits because these guys came from everywhere and somehow they put it together. Awful lot of credit's got to go to John Madden and I guess Al Davis too.
The Oakland Raiders were magnificent on that football field today, and to the people and the community in Oakland, we're proud to represent you and we intend to hold it.
Coming up, Al Davis gives underdogs shelter.
We may take a player in who has been a failure somewhere else, and they have done great.
If there was one thing that Al Davis loved, it was an underdog. He enjoyed creating opportunities for overlooked players, even at the expense of his own team.
This is 1974. Pittsburgh started Joe Gilliam in the game, and we beat him something like 17-0. After the game, Terry Bradshaw came in the locker room and said to me, "Can you get me out of here? Can you trade for me?" And I said to him, "Listen, I love you. I got enough problems. I got Stabler, I got Blanda, I still had LaMonica, and I can't get you, but let me put in a good word for you." Chuck Noll had been a close friend, and probably one of the dumbest things I've ever done, said to him, "Why the hell don't you play Bradshaw and stop playing Gilliam? Bradshaw can win for you." He put Bradshaw back in the lineup. They beat us in the championship game in 74. They beat us in the championship game in 75. And we had our hands full with the Steelers from then on, because good me raised his hand and suggested that they ought to start Bradshaw.
Davis believed in giving players a fresh start in an era when few franchises offered second chances.
In the old days, usually when you got let go, that was it. They used you up and moved you on, except if Al wanted to take you.
We may take a player in who doesn't have good social habits or has been a failure somewhere else, but it's predicated on bringing them into an environment that can inspire in them the will to do great. And they have done great.
There were a lot of retreads with the Raiders, and he'd get great use out of them.
Step back, looking right now. He'll never look again. Not this time, as Alzado gets another sack.
How can I use a guy like Billy Cannon? How can I use a guy like Willie Brown? How can I use a guy like Matusek? I mean, on down the line, he had a plan when he brought those guys in there.
Even the bad guys that nobody else wanted end up going to the Raiders and becoming great ball players. And I think you attribute that to Al Davis dealing with people.
When you have to lead men, you don't do unto others as you would have others do unto you. You do unto them in a paramilitary situation as they want to be done unto. You have to treat them the way they want to be treated.
In the 1960s and 70s, minority players and white players weren't always treated equally.
Certain positions, you saw no black players. Most offensive lines, you had white players. Quarterback position, there were none.
I came in the league in 1967. We used to say, well, we can have a convention of the black offensive linemen in a phone booth. There just wasn't that many of us doing it.
And the Raiders, behind these blockers, Shell, Upshaw, they block out the sun.
We went into many of the predominant black schools to take a lot of the players. We called it an untapped reservoir. We wanted to win. We wanted the best players. We weren't interested in who they were or exactly where they came from.
That included Eldridge Dickey, the first African-American quarterback to be drafted in the first round.
Gosh, that was a huge step for Al Davis. There was so much against him for that. They had tapped and got tackles and receivers, but here you're talking about a position where it has been orientated that this, quote, black man cannot lead. I could see what he was seeing. I could see him seeing beyond complexion. Al was saying, let it go. You're stifling the growth of a game.
Almost 2/3 of the NFL players are black, but there has never been a black head coach in pro football.
The decisions as to who gets to play and who gets to coach are made by white owners and white general managers.
I just don't know that owners have looked at black coaches as people they can be comfortable with.
But those white traditionalists who controlled the game are being replaced by more pragmatic owners led by Al Davis of the Los Angeles Raiders.
I think if any guy will be able to do it, would probably be Al Davis. I'm for you, Al. My hat's off to you.
I've always said it's not important to be consistent. It's important to be right.
In 1989, Davis made Art Shell the first African-American coach of the modern era.
One thing you got to understand is the only way to play this game is you got to get down in the dirt and get nasty. Let's go.
He said, but I want you to know one thing. I'm not hiring you because you're black. I'm hiring you because I feel that you are the best possible candidate for this job at this time.
Art Shell has won in his Raider debut.
just a winning coach right now.
They asked Art Shell, how does it feel to be the first minority coach? And he said, I'm not the first minority coach. And they looked at him in puzzlement, and they said, well, who was? He said, Tom Flores was the first minority coach.
10 years earlier, Davis had hired Tom Flores, a Hispanic coach with Raiders heritage. As a player, he was the first quarterback of the Raiders. As a coach, his roster included Jim Plunkett, a former #1 overall pick, who had failed in New England and San Francisco.
I think the Raiders was the only organization who could have really pumped some life in Jim Plunkett.
Back is Plunkett. Time to throw. Deep to the end zone to Branch. It is caught by Branch. Touchdown Raiders.
Here's a guy that I watched in New England get beat to a pulp. And all of a sudden, he's Super Bowl MVP.
Jim Plunkett climaxing as great a comeback as sports has ever witnessed.
This was our finest hour. This was the finest hour in the history of the Oakland Raiders. To Tom Flores, the coaches, and the great athletes, you were magnificent out there today.
You got 30 minutes of Raider football, baby. 30 minutes of Raider football, and it's all ours. No let up. No let up. Let's go.
Marcus Allen, play at which he should have lost 5 yards, and he goes 74 to score.
Tom Flores isn't just a great coach in our league. He's one of the great coaches of all time. When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. Just win. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing. Just win. Just win.
The Prince came calling. Prince Pete Rozelle. He had a silver slipper. He tried it on, and the only man it fit was Al Davis.
How did the NFL's man in black describe himself?
Devious, ruthless, cunning.
Al Davis's dark side, next. For Al Davis, just win, baby, meant sometimes bending the rules.
I'm going to dominate if I can, other than maybe life or death, the things that I want. I'm going to dominate them.
Raider rule number 1, cheating is encouraged. Raider rule number 2, see rule number 1.
We had a guy named George Anderson who was our trainer. George was an expert in pets, probably most of them illegal. What he did was he took the stuff from the, like you make casts out, and then he molded it for me. What I essentially had was 2 casts. So when I hit somebody, boom, that was my first shot, right to their eye. I could take them down if they hit them just perfect.
I mean, if they were illegal or not, you know, I'm not sure. Anything that you're wearing has to be checked by the umpire in the pregame warm-up. Of course, you could not wear it in the pregame warm-up and then put it on for the game. I know that.
If they were to use the word devious just by itself, it would be annoying for the moment. But when you throw it in, they like to throw it in with, as I said, brilliant, genius, winner, devious, ruthless, cunning. No, I'll take it.
Take it. Al Davis loved it. He liked being the rogue, playing the villain.
This was Al Davis's character. Clearly, this guy was a carnivore from the get-go.
The Raiders' red meat was always the rough stuff. And fights were frequent occurrences.
And he's brought down at the 28-yard line. Here's a flag, and there's Ben Davidson being jumped on by one of the Chiefs. 2 more Chiefs come in. There's a big pile up. Davidson and Taylor are going at it. Here come all the Raiders. Holy Toledo, it's a free-for-all.
I just like to fight. I went to Bowling Green. If I threw a punch, they sent me back to New Jersey. When I was with the Raiders, if I threw a punch, that was good. as long as it was at the right guy.
One thing they'll do is take a swing at you. If you hit them good, they'll take a swing. There's 4 or 5 guys that are demented on that team.
Short fuses went a long way with the Raiders, and playing with a clenched fist was a point of pride. It also meant open season on stars of opposing teams, like Lynn Swann.
The blow was illegal, delivered with what would seem to be some type of malice.
To some, the hits were criminal. To the Raiders, just part of the game.
Chuck Noll said that they were the criminal element of the NFL, but that was the way that those guys played.
They played that way because Al Davis wanted it that way. The harder the hits, the more the Raiders' reputation grew. Truth is, the Raiders never did play well with others. And Al Davis was never a favorite of other owners. He didn't help matters when in 1982, he sued the NFL to move his team to Los Angeles.
I think his entire life since the merger has been consumed with getting back at the National Football League.
The thing that disturbed me most of all was the bad faith and fair dealing. For 3 years, I waited to hear Commissioner Ozell finally tell us the reason that he wanted to split up this territory amongst the owners. They wanted it for themselves.
I feel very strongly that he is wrong, that he's doing something treacherous for this league.
What do you think of Al Davis trying to come to Los Angeles?
Oh, I don't care to discuss that. That's better get that from Al Davis.
Davis was never a popular figure because he's an abrasive kind of guy. And his insistence on dominating and winning everything tends to rub a lot of people the wrong way.
Doing warm-ups before the game, he would come around and walk around our team, and he would say things like, "How you doing today? You know, you're looking sharp," and you know he didn't really mean it. He was coming over to get an edge, and I thought that was pretty crappy.
As a former head coach of the Raiders, Mike Shanahan knew just how to deal with his old boss's tactic.
We're on a 10-yard line, and we're going out of the end zone. And Al is about the 25 or 30-yard line out in the numbers, just with his hands folded and, watching our team. And the players saying, "Hey, coach, we can't run anything over there. Tell them to get out of the way." I said, "Elvis," I said, "throw a go route. And if you happen to get the ball close to that guy in the white outfit over there," I said, "you won't bother me."
So Elvis takes the ball and throws it as hard as he can at Al Davis's head. The last second, Al ducks out of the way, and it almost hits him. He looks over and he sees Mike, and Mike's over there waving at him.
And he flips me off. Flips me off back to the huddle because he probably knew where it came from. But from that time on, I've never seen him on that side of the 50.
We just do that if it's Al Davis. We don't get the X.
When you're fighting all the time, you're fighting with the commissioner, you're fighting to move to LA, you're fighting in court, you're fighting with the city of Irwindale, you're fighting with the city of Oakland and the county of Alameda. When it's always a fight, I just believe that saps organizational energy. And I also believe that when there's so much paranoia festering and this everyone's against us.
As far as good faith, there's no question in my mind that I never got the same treatment that anyone else got in their respective cities from the very beginning.
That keeps you from asking the hard questions as an organization.
Like, how do you fire head coaches at the rate of nearly one a year for the past decade? Or set a mark for losing that may never be matched? Up next, find out how the team for all decades turned the last one into a lost decade.
As Marie Lombardi once wrote Caroli and I, that's Carol, my wife, a note after we had won our first Super Bowl, "Enjoy it now, because fame is fleeting." And she wrote again, "Enjoy it while you can."
Al Davis often spoke of the torch that lights the way for the Oakland Raiders. But in 2001, that flame began to flicker. After the Tuck Rule game, Davis traded head coach John Gruden to Tampa Bay. In 2002, the Raiders made it to the Super Bowl for the first time in 2 decades. There, him by a familiar face.
The dagger's in! We're gonna win the Super Bowl!
Still, it was easy to envision Davis soon accepting another Lombardi trophy. In the new millennium, however, his trips up to the podium took on a far different tone.
Bill Callahan, as he carries the torch. He carries the torch for us all now.
Guy who I'm tapping, and the Raiders are tapping to lead us back.
I say it with pride. I want you to meet, ladies and gentlemen, Norvell Turner.
Art Shell.
Tom Cable. You all feel good about this? Yeah, well, great. No, you feel good about it. That's all. Just got to win. Passion.
In Oakland, good feelings didn't last long, nor did coaches. Not with at least 11 losses in 7 straight seasons, an NFL record.
This morning, I called Lane and told him that he no longer is the head coach of the Oakland Raiders, and I'm dismissing him with cause.
He was so into trying to get this team turned around. He was trying so many things.
I just want to win, baby. That's it.
Committed to excellence.
Davis tried what